Was it just Isaac?
No,
No.
it was me.
What?
But we can blame him. It's more fun to blame him.
How's everybody doing out there? That was a whole 4 minutes of shenanigans, maybe 5 minutes. That was fun. So hopefully you guys missed that. I totally missed coming online with no sound. I hadn't been silent in like a month.
I shall not be silenced. We're gonna do things today because
Yeah.
Denny's still not here.
Denny is still either maybe just getting back or
Texas is a big state.
on his way back. Texas is a big state. He did text me last week though and say, "Hey, I will be there either on Wednesday or Friday." And today, Wednesday came around and he's not here. So I guess he'll be back on
JC,
Friday.
you can suck it up with audio sync. We haven't been live in a month, so
We did get a new switchboard, I hear. Did you get a bigger one?
no,
Oh.
I didn't because it was the difference between $250 or $1,250. And I figured since we only have 4 cameras and we only need to switch 4 cameras, we'll just stay with 4 cameras.
We'll just keep it there. When we need to upgrade, we'll do all that at once.
Yep.
I'm trying to be helpful, you brat. I
know.
love it. Nobody ever calls him a brat. That's a great word for Tony.
I've been called a brat a couple times.
You're
Not here, but
I feel like that's probably when your wife says a time or two.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. How's everybody doing? Did you miss us?
Did you say the D word?
Did you?
It's a different B word.
Bro? Oh, that's one way to piss me off. I hate being broed.
All right. You
Button
forgot to
nugget
vacuum.
works too. Oh, sorry. We're gonna make
Skirts.
a tree base warmer in a winter variety.
We're gonna make hairy skirts.
Is that like Harry Styles?
Yeah, but probably not as poppy.
Yeah. We're making sure our hair goes all in one direction.
Is correct. Oh goodness.
I miss you both. Liz more than Tony, of course. Can you just type in !ban JC _the_ trash _ panda?
Tell us what you guys have been up to. What projects have you been working on? Let's see here. So we did the fancy knife show. That was lots of fun.
You spent 3 weeks in Vegas.
I spent three solid weeks in Vegas. Really not doing much more than sitting next to a pool sometimes in like jeans, my tennis shoes, and a jacket because Vegas was chilly when it's windy. The sun could be out, but it
wasn't.
But it was not warm. And so some days, but then like by the time noon would come along, I'd be like, all right, maybe I can switch it out to some shorts and not my sweatshirt.
I had a
anymore.
talk with the son in Vegas since you left me for 3 weeks, and I was like, look, son, can you make it as miserable as possible? Turns out it only half worked.
It only half worked. I did see a cute little woodpecker in a tree out in
That's what people call me.
Tony's yard. A woodpecker in a tree.
Did you go to the Sphere?
I did not go. No,
Yeah, you saw
there
it?
was, there was, Chris had classes a lot. And, like, we had the hammer in, and Ray was there the whole time. And so we just really ended up just doing stuff around the house.
Yeah.
But Chris did make me some lizard steel, which he was going to show you guys last week.
I
but
did hear about it.
You guys all left early. He was like, oh, I'm going to come in and show. And I was like, everybody already left. Chris, you can't show your steel to anybody in this room because they don't care about your steel. They wanted to go home early on a Friday.
I mean, we did care about it. I did get to see it. It was pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So now I told him he can make the folder that he needs to make me with my lizard steel. It's pretty neat. It should be on his social, I think. But we did go see the fountain, although that was a little bit of a letdown because the F1 racing is happening, or was going to be happening, so it's all set up for that. In any case, Tony, what do we got here?
Well, I pulled one of the small
It was a tiny
hair-on hides that we have. They're actually $80 each on retail, or 2 of them for $150.
So they changed it. $80 each, or you can mix or match with our hair on calf hides for $145.
So, like the way that Crazy Days goes, we're just gonna do something different.
Everything's in flux all the time. In any case, so we pulled a rug, and Tony's got this little.
I made the pattern myself
pattern.
in Illustrator. I changed it from what I was going to do because it was the base was gonna be scalloped. So I switched it up a little bit. And Liz is gonna sew it up. We're just overlapping our seams, so to lay the flattest of possibilities.
Yeah, so we're just basically, we're swooping around the cowlick in the middle of the hide. I mean, I guess, do you want it going like this, or do you want me to mix up the pieces so they're not, because otherwise, I mean, it'll look like the cow, which I think will look pretty cool. Unless you don't want it, unless you want it to be super random.
Let me ask the real person.
This is not Tony's decision.
Hey, do you want the...
Everything's fine.
I haven't cut the bottom yet. Do you want the pieces random, or how they are cut out? Please hold.
I do, so my idea was that you kind of want all the hair going in the correct, like, directions. Because it'll lay nicer, so we were just going to swoop around the middle of the hide. But now I'm thinking this piece isn't going to have any color on it when we do that. This piece is good, but this piece... So we could move over and possibly pick up the butt cheeks if she didn't want a full dark piece. Gotta pick up a butt cheek from time to time. Contacts are working, but can't read this tiny writing over here. The Trash Panda has been making cauldron bags with the black oil tan. It's fantastic. Love it. Cadden's Craftworks. Is that new? Are you new?
No.
Caden? No? I don't remember saying that before. Maybe you changed your name.
I don't think so.
No? Maybe I'm just forgetting things. It's been a problem.
Caden? I can't remember.
K-D-N-S.
I think it's been a minute since they've been here.
Aimless Wanderings is looking for the perfect purple. Is that like an offhanded question? Like a hey, you got any purple leather? Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're getting at there, Aimless?
Purple Rain, Poppy, SB Foot.
I mean, if you wanna. Yeah, the Excel purple is beautiful.
Meyer's doing 3 bag pattern pack. The Allison thing, I think.
Nice. They got a square of hair on hide and they fell in love.
It's really great to cut. Doesn't make a single mess at all.
Makes so many messes. Do you want to like send her a picture of like this is what we have now?
Yeah.
So like that's
okay.
I think the Excel would make a pretty good wizard's hat too.
Now like mix the pieces up.
So, I mean, I guess like it down. Be like this. Like this. All right.
Okay. Looking at the SL2, give me a week and there'll be a new purple that hits the website. We'll have a couple sides of purple on the Cyber Monday for the R&D palette that I got from
SB Foot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think if I drop down there and cut another piece out.
I mean, you could swoop over and cut that one,
Mm-hmm.
and then that would be done, and then you could kind of see where those other two will lay. Howdy, Taz!
So we'll do this, and then we'll probably do, on Friday, I think we're going to do winter socks with, it'll be maybe an upholstery for the sock part, and then where you put it up, like if you'd be pulling it up, do like a rabbit or maybe another cowhide rug. Maybe the other pieces of
We
this
could probably
cowhide.
do 2.
We could probably do
4.
There's 4 of us in our family.
Tony's getting some shopping done early.
Oh yeah, I'm getting projects done for cheesy.
I was hoping to combine my purple order with some of the day. The all-day live shopping. Oh, crazy day deals. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to
She
buy
said
all
random.
crazy days. What?
Let's see. So, second
Okay.
picture. Tell her she should turn on YouTube right now. She can just experience.
Just follow along, Amanda.
Follow along at home.
Luna's over here. She says hi. She missed all of you guys.
Actually, she seems way more behaved this time back than the last time you left and came back. Because she was like laying in the hallway in front of Chris. Okay, she said the random.
Okay. All right. Confirmed random. Now, after you cut them out with your knife, you will have these weird little spots all around the edge where, like, the hair, didn't get a very good haircut. Because you're just mostly worried about cutting the skin underneath the hair than cutting the hair in this situation. So, we now have to trim the hair. Honestly, you could trim all the bottom at once. That's not a big deal, but you probably want to trim the sides before you sew them because they'll be difficult to trim after you sew them. Man, I saw some really cool leather work at the knife show. There's a couple of those makers that actually do some pretty spectacular leather work, even though they're knife makers. There's this one guy, Peter Johnson. He's from Sweden.
That's a weird name.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's just because you're a child on the inside.
Oh, I mean, it comes on the outside all the time.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
So
That was
Peter
not
Johnson,
on purpose that time.
guess what he makes?
Folders.
Swords.
Peter Johnson makes swords. Seems.
So Peter Johnson is
Couldn't be more
is
fitting.
an artist from Sweden who makes swords. And if there's any nerdy nerds out there, you might be familiar with his name. Because he made some swords for some TV shows not too long ago. Yeah, but in any case, so he was there, and he does these. He will wrap. He makes the scabbards for all of his sheaths, and he'll wrap. I think he might do a wooden core. I'm not 100% sure. I need to talk to him more about it. But in any case, he did like some sort of a wrap around the outside of the scabbard, and then he would put like these little silver dots like all through it. Like he did it on his handle too, like just tiny little silver pieces that he would wrap on because he was just like twisting and wrapping it. I think maybe he waxes it somehow. I'm not really sure.
Waxes
it's very
a sword?
traditional. Well, the scabbard.
Oh.
It was just pretty spectacular to see the ways that they process leather versus a traditional leather crafter.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Can you go back to your story? There was something I was going to say.
Peter Johnson making swords.
Oh! And he does it for shows that we might have seen.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that we had some leather here that was at a pretty well-viewed event?
Yeah.
Tyson.
Yeah, one of our customers out in the ether somewhere made the championship belt for the match on
Jake Paul.
Friday. Saturday?
Generous term.
Well, they didn't champion. It was just an exhibition fight.
A belt.
It was a belt for the MVP wearing this belt. So I thought it was cool. So we got a picture of Jake Paul with it all over his shoulder in the locker room. So we may reach out to the guy and see if he'll do a customer highlight to talk about that experience. If he's able to. We had to wait until after the fight to say anything.
Obviously.
Yeah. So. But I've been working with SB Foot to get some new leather offerings from them to be like what Herman Oakwood has kind of come to be synonymous with Springfield leather. So kind of getting that
Still
secured.
working on the website. I came back. We're still working to finish the catalog. I have literally one more page left that I am proofing. Lindsay has a couple more pages of buckles that she's going through. So our goal is by the end of this week to have the majority of the data finalized, and then Stacy can finish up doing the physical part of actually making the catalog. We'll proof it one more time, and then we'll send it to the printer. Yeehaw! That's the goal. That's where we're at. So I should be able to finish up with mine. Maybe I'll see if I can help Lindsay get it. All right. I think I have enough parts where I'm going to start assembling.
Okay.
Put some tape back on this. I'm using basting tape because it's way faster than gluing.
Especially
way,
with hair.
Yeah, way less messy.
I don't remember when the last time we did a video crafting together was. Probably this same time last year.
Probably. This is the time where we're really busy doing other work, and sometimes it's difficult to get the plans all in for videos.
But when you can get personal projects in, it's very helpful for me.
I hear that.
What do you got on the working table? What are we going to do next week?
A knife sheath?
I'm going to work on a knife sheath next week.
All right. Yeah, I've got this cleaver from Joe Schrum, and I need to make a scabbard or a saya. I don't know. I don't know if it's called a saya when it's a cleaver or if it's just a sheath. Maybe it's just a pouch. Who knows? Why is this piece longer than the other piece?
I don't know. Do I need to trim it? This is not the easiest stuff to cut.
What?
Or if you put it up towards the hole, then you can cut that off after. You're all over it.
Get it.
Has anybody been enjoying the crazy days so far? Tried to make sure all the quantity was visible on the items herself so that you guys could kind of make a better determination if it's going to be out of stock and you need to buy it now or so forth.
Might overlap. May or may not be enough. We'll see.
That'd be the wrong way if I did it that way.
Nope, that ain't gonna work.
Bark
Okay.
at the moon.
Guys, do more than 1/8 of an inch.
Remember the last time we did a skirt video, right?
I'm not talking about it.
We're going to try to do... We got some leather over here, and we had...
Well, so I've been thinking about it, and I think I need to think about it more.
Okay. Back on the thinking scale.
Yeah, because...
Picked up some of the burnt cherry. Gonna make some real nice stockings. Yeah, winter socks would be great. You are correct. It would make great winter socks. Talk to SB Foot. Well, you were in here.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave me another U.S. tannery for chrome tan that's in Wisconsin. And look them up. And they have some pretty awesome stuff. Even some leather, some calf that they do for like in baseball glove style.
That's fun.
Yeah, so looking at maybe trying to get a hold of some of that. Oh, I don't know if that's on, Odin.
What?
The gambling game.
Oh. No gambling for you.
Justin, can you turn on the slot machine?
Turn it on.
Yeah.
Let's hear. Anything else, Tony? I feel like we need to provide some information to these people.
What kind of information?
I don't know, anything.
What's left on the Crazy Days? There's going to be a golden honey leather that's going to be
That's
pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But you'll be able to, you know, free shipping is not really something that we ever offer on our website. You can get it through live shopping, so that's why we put the quantities on there, so you can kind of see if something's dwindling down, that you'll be able to see and make your judgments, like, hey, I need to place an order because I like these two things, and this one's low stock, so that was the point for that. Where is the mahogany skirting from? Mexico?
Mexico.
One thing that we're trying to do better, because we know that our shoppers are more prone to shopping this way at other places, is shopping by tannery. So that is something that will kind of hopefully come to fruition with the new site and securing some different tannery options even yet. But if you're not a part of our Discord, there's places to share your thoughts on there and let us know what you guys want from us. We're making a tree base warmer. Some call it other things, but that's what we are going to call it.
Make it a skirt.
Oh, let's set it. Since it's this time of year.
Maybe Milo, are you still there? Are you still asking about leather for that bag in 5 to 6? I feel like that's been a minute.
That was the purple.
What?
The Oxford. Is it 5 to 6?
Mm-hmm. Milo's making the 3 bags. We used that new rustic cognac leather, and that was really fantastic.
Didn't we use goat on one of them? Or maybe that was the first time we did it.
Mm-mm.
But then in the new year, when I was in gathering, they were asking certain things, or customers would ask certain things, and like, oh, we need this, and I was like, oh, we did a video on it. Like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know that, but I think some of the videos that we've just done so long ago are getting buried under other stuff that we do because we do so many videos. So going back and updating some of those, doing some other finishing videos.
Yeah, what do you guys want to see as we go into the next year? What are you interested in seeing for some projects?
You know, we did a lot of like this die and that die and finishing edges, and they were like, well, let's just do some projects for a while because we had patterns that we needed to do projects on. So we moved into that category.
Denny made a saddle.
Oh, we did do one of those too. That's a pretty big project. 1, 2, 3. Am I done?
4, 5, 6. I have 3 in my hand.
Dang. Hair-on is great to fix pants that are worn. Maybe we should go thrifting and find some torn-up jeans and then replace them with cow.
I found the best jacket in Vegas at a Goodwill.
Tell me more.
It's so fantastic. It's like paisley, like headband material is kind of what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gray, and it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Oh, another project that's going to finally come to fruition for me is going to be hand-picked hair-on rugs on the website. They're just going to be acid washed at first, the colorful acid wash ones that we have. Since we're not as big as some other places, we had to find a way to gather them efficiently is what the major holdup was. So I gathered up our grant team and we solved the issue. Sometimes you just got to go get it done yourself. So I did. Yep. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, so we should be able to offer that with regular rugs.
Yep, I think they're going to be, for this round, just seeing how it works, it's going to be the colorful ones, the colorful acid wash that we've done on live shopping that you may have seen other places. They're going to be $150 instead of, I think, other places I've seen them $200. So that'll be effective for your pocketbooks. Gonna have a video coming out talking about the loyalty and rewards once we finalize rewarding you guys for not really having it before. What if we just take like a piece of upholstery and just lay it over that to just have a flap?
Like, this is where I'll be.
Yeah. Because I did not add extra for you for the seam allowance. Or not enough. And I think when it lays, you just pull it a little bit more around.
Yeah. Is that good?
Let me send a picture and see.
I did maybe get those 2 pieces somehow. I tried that. Maybe it'll be fine. Everything's fine. I think it looks cute.
Yeah. What would
We'll love a
you
shop by
like
color option.
to fit this gap with?
Are you good with this though?
Yeah. Oh, just as far as like the color pattern?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry. Wicket commercial for 30 seconds. I don't know what that means. This is Springfield leather. Not Wicket. Or Craig. So it'll be like that. Weaver has one too. They have a really nice commercial. It kind of just shows around, but ours will be explaining the loyalty program until we get whatever we'll get. What's going on in Springfield Leather? We need to do another store tour because it's changed dramatically since the last time I did it. I looked at the video. I was like,
things are different. We have been changing a lot this year. Helps when you push the pedal all the way down.
yeah. Or I could, on that last one, once we get to it, I can cut another one and add to it. Because I still got that other butt cheek left. Foxy Al coming in with some confetti.
Hey, Foxy.
David said it'll work like that. It'll lay more like a cone. That's what I think too. When is the loyalty program going to start? When the new website's here, we're just talking about, I presented Rusty with the numbers to backdate loyalty for you guys that have bought with us on live shopping, that you bought with us through all of 2024, and the money that you have spent there to be able to do some back loyalty. But it's trying to figure out what that amount is going to be.
But it will start with a new website.
Yep.
Because that's what it has to link to.
Yep. But you'll get rewarded 1 point for every $1 that you spend when it's active on the new website for new purchases. For the back date, it may be like half a point for every $1 spent. Something along those lines. We'll see. I'm not. There's a few things in the air right now. So, and then you'll get points for reviewing an item. You'll be able. You'll get points if you put a picture with your review, or if you put a video with your review. If you like us on Facebook, if you like us on Instagram, you don't have to go do it right now. You'll probably have to go and unfollow us and then refollow us to activate that. You're hoping for enough loyalty points to buy a sewing machine. But you'll be able to redeem your points. There'll be like cases where you can do free shipping. You'd be able to redeem free shipping, or it may just be dollar amounts. To use a rotary cutter, be prepared with a vacuum to neaten up after.
Yep.
I would love a shop by color option, but there isn't many colorful options. But sometimes I want to quickly search for options by color family. Yep, that will be something that will be coming. It's available on the website now, sort of, for stuff that we had put the data in. It's me adding the data to the new website to make it work on there, but there will be sort by color. Also trying to get more colorful options instead of just shades of brown.
That didn't go well.
Sorry. If it was something I did, I apologize. I didn't hold my mouth right.
No, probably didn't do that.
So it's built on Shopify, so it's going to be much better. Easily manageable. You'll be able to use your VPNs, DuckDuckGo, however you would like to
Whatever you weirdos do out there.
Pretend to protect your privacy. You gotta realize, if you're using DuckDuckGo, you're just giving it to them. They're in a lawsuit right now because they were selling people's information. You just made it easier for them to capture. VPNs, you're connecting to an offshore, usually server, and putting your IP address straight to their server where they can also just collect it pretty easily.
Safety and illusion. Live life free.
There's one thing that's about us. It's our data and the way that we surf and contain or download data. Because every time you go to a site, you're downloading stuff, and then you're also uploading stuff about yourself. And
You gonna have a good cybersecurity conversation right now?
yeah, I mean, you're selling.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not knocking you. I'm just asking if that's what's happening.
There's a way that people market to you, and it's using the data that you use on your phone, connecting to the data when you're surfing on a desktop, no matter what desktop. Every time you log in, it puts a cookie in there.
Yeah. Data is the new information. That's...
Yeah, the whole point of DuckDuckGo was to protect your privacy. You protected it right on their data bots.
right to their bottom line.
Yeah.
Because I said, oh, wait a minute, we can make money selling this.
That is correct. I would say that Europe is probably, they were one of the best and earliest adopters of cybersecurity and cookie protections. There's a reason why there's so much cookie, like where you have to accept cookies or not accept cookies, and they are the main reason. Yeah. You get.
No, we get cupcakes.
Yeah. Let's see. DuckDuckGo sells data. Oh, even there's now two. So it says now that it doesn't sell the data. They have never personally sold information to anyone. Then you can go through security note. DuckDuckGo isn't as private as you think. The tracking deal that's with DuckDuckGo. No matter whether you use the browser or use the extension. I just really don't think that your data is safe at all. Whether you're on there, there's people constantly trying to find ways to get your data. There's the reason that your browser has updates all the time, because there has been found a leak, or your iOS, or whenever you have to update your Android, because people have found a way to breach it, and for that small amount of breach.
Hack the planet!
Already been done.
Hey, Pinky!
We're gonna rule the world!
Are you familiar with that cartoon?
It was before his time.
Pinky and the Brain.
Oh. Yeah, that's much better.
Oh, look. She's coming right together.
That's how we need it to happen. Yeah, you just had overlapped more down there.
Maybe.
Now we're going to put a binding all the way around it?
Do you have one cut?
Nope.
All right, then.
The answer is no.
That's your answer.
Then, no, we're not doing that.
I'm going to cut this later if you want.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes and then maybe bind it up. Well, that was my TED Talk for today. I get it. There's ways to. I'm
I mean,
sure that
you
I'm
can be
sure
real
that
nerdy about it, but like just being like, I got DuckDuckGo, I'm good. That's.
Oh,
Have you met my husband?
yeah, I saw him driving yesterday, and I told you that he looks like a hamster trying to drive that little fit
Yeah. Well.
with his leg arms.
He also happens to be very nerdy.
Oh yeah. He's white too, and nerdy.
He's white and nerdy. And very jacked.
Yeah, he's got leg arms and chest legs.
Chest legs. Come
Have
on.
you seen, like his legs are like as big around as my chest.
Yeah, every once in a while we do a comparison to if
He just lays his leg on your chest. And
Oh
you're
no! Like if
oh.
if his thigh is as big as my
I like
waist.
to call those
Thunder thighs. They are thundering. Guess you could just cut out a giant circle and then of the hide and cut a single slit. You want to see the text message that I sent my wife before we started doing this?
Because I said, Tony, this hide is so small. Why don't we just cut
a hole in the middle, and you can just have like a cowhide under your tree, whether it may be inside, whether it may be outside, whether it may be fake, whether it may be real,
Like,
whether it has stuff hanging on it or not hanging on
just
it,
put it
leaves
on
on
your
it, little prawns on it.
You know what would be really handy right now is those little push pins that we sell that are like the little.
Oh, guides.
Mm-hmm.
The
No, just like the
sewing. Yeah, but they're called sewing.
Yeah, whatever they are, just the little needle.
Little brass thing.
Yep. Yeah, because it likes to. The hair isn't super great at holding.
Yeah.
I guess maybe this one I could go this way.
Do you want me to pinch it for you? Sorry.
I think I finally figured it out.
Positioning needles. Way to go. Our customers know our crap better
Thanks,
than us.
guys.
I think I made fun of another company one time for doing stuff like that. Turns out here we've come full circle. Now it's us.
And here we are.
Earring blanks for though. There you go, Aimless. We do sell them. I mean, they didn't realize that they actually sold custom brass stamps. We do sell those as well. Laser at springfieldleather.com. You'll get a hold of Jenny. She'll get you cut up with or hooked up with a
Stamp.
a custom stamp. Greetings and good morning. That's so helpful of you. Hero. Have we ever decided if Helpful Hero does leather work? I think they had said one time they do more fabric.
They're helpful and they're a hero, so.
Yeah. Are they DC or what's the other one? I'm not nerdy enough to know that. DC or what? Marvel. What line of heroes do they fall into? What?
I like how you look at me.
Oh, Isaac ain't gonna know. Liz would know, but she's focused. That's right. They don't do leather work, but people in their family do. So Liz is wearing a sweater today. This is the pattern that it looks like. Oh.
It's right here. It's a nice knit.
You're so knit.
Thanks.
Sign in to chat. All messages you send will appear publicly. Thank you, YouTube. It's snowy, Thomas said, in Saskatoon.
What? Where?
Saskatoon. Saskatoon? It's in Saskatchewan. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Just don't worry about that. Boop.
Yeah, because it'll be... Oh, yeah.
Isaac.
Yeah, because it'll be lamb like that.
Perfect.
Bam.
High five.
We did a project.
We accomplished a thing.
We did a thing.
With no parental supervision.
I love it when Jeremy Clarkson, he's like, I did a thing. Jeremy Clarkson on the, not Top Gear anymore, but what, Grand Grand Tour. The Grand Tour. They got done with it. Did you ever watch that show?
Mm-mm.
Well, since
No.
you're now changing your own oil, you should. It's a car show. You should start watching it.
I learned how to change my own oil, and I came home and I did it. Look at me go.
Yeah.
Next I need is blocks because my car is really low to the ground.
Smells like pot pie up there.
Justin's probably seen Top Gear and
Yeah. Oh, I love
and Grand Tour. When
Summer.
Jeremy Clarkson's like, I did a thing.
it. Yeah.
Oh, when Chris got his haircut this weekend at
Yeah.
Adams, he had Top Gear on and Matt LeBlanc was on it.
Yep.
And I was
Oh.
like, I know that
Well,
guy.
that was the American Top Gear.
Yeah.
All right.
They had the UK version.
So Jeremy,
UK is way better than the American.
well, Jeremy Clarkson and Jeremy and what's the other
Just
guy's
get a
name?
lift. I don't have room for a lift.
Hamilton is the other guy.
James, Jeremy, and
It's Hamilton's his last name. I can't think of
gosh, what the little short guy. He about killed himself because he wrecked that drag car.
Richard.
Richard Hammond.
Richard.
I don't know how I didn't get that with Peter. We already talked about Peter Johnson. I don't know how I didn't get Richard. Anyway, they were the best ones whenever they were doing Top Gear. And then Jeremy did do a spinoff, and he did his farm show where he did a farm. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, he may have punched the producer in the face, so they fired him.
Oh yeah, he had to be let go of from Top Gear. And so they all left. They said, fine.
That sounds like how Tony's going to get fired one day.
Just,
Wait,
I'll punch the
I'm
producer in the face.
technically not being a producer at the moment.
Yes, you are.
Maybe another P word, not a producer though.
Thank you. You're so kind.
But his farm show is really good. And so then the first one, he's going along, he's doing it. And, like normal people would get like a John Deere tractor or whatever. He gets a Lamborghini tractor because Lamborghini does make a tractor.
Oh, do they?
So he bought a Lamborghini tractor instead.
What they made before they made cars.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I don't even think you can get a Lamborghini one here. My chickens don't require a tractor, so I
No.
don't have one.
Lamborghini's color. Is it, they have a color?
The color, his is gray
Gray.
or silver.
Silver.
And then his little guy, his little farm helper guy, he probably made that guy millions from
Small
nothing.
things of that show is phenomenal.
Oh, it's excellent. You have Prime. You should watch it.
I do have Prime. You know what we watched
How
yesterday?
did this take us an hour?
We watched the dumbest movie ever, but it was hilarious. We
Yeah.
watched The Knights of Badassdom.
That seems like a show that I would watch.
No, Luna, don't. So, it was pretty. It's like actually, I think, was it new? I don't remember. It's Peter Dinklage and I don't know, just like
Hey,
a
Mike.
bunch of dudes. It's about LARPing and something goes wrong.
I drove by the park the
Oh,
other day,
yeah.
and they were LARPing there at the park.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's where they do it.
At the park?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By Fast Night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Phelps Grove.
One of my drafting professors, he was a LARPer. And then one of the guys that, I mean, obviously, the customers here, probably, many of them, but there's this dude, Heath, that used to, I haven't seen him in a long time. No, I haven't seen him in a long time either.
Heath
Ledger.
He did the night style.
And he
Yeah.
made shoes.
I'm
Which, I saw a
not
video
sure if
the
he's
other
around
day
anymore.
about how historically accurate like A Knight's Tale is to like
That was such a good movie.
It's such a good movie. And then they even really loved the music because, like, in that time period, the music that they would have had would have been, like, the sports music, right, of today.
Yeah.
So, like, the We Will Rock You and stuff. And so they just used our sports music that we use at our shows to, like, represent what they would have been listening to.
What's the movie? Role Models? Where they were LARPing? Is that it?
Wow. Sean William Scott.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one. Bring it all full circle. Back to movies and LARPing. Watch Role Models. They got the Toro thing and he's driving up on the statues.
I tell you what, the older I get, you know, like when you're a kid, you just
Yeah.
like, you look at people that are doing these things and you're like, oh my gosh, you're such like lame adults. But frankly, as an adult, to like go out and hit somebody with a foam sword or just to not be in the rat race 24/7, I'm like, no, these people have it. They know what they're doing. They are experiencing their life. They're having a good time. And they ain't like,
Aimless
they're
as
not ashamed about it.
Hitting
I'm like, I
people
love
with
that.
foam swords sounds amazing.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. I think we should all do some LARPing for our souls. I think it's good for the soul.
Let's just go around and hit each other with foam swords. We'll get over our problems.
I mean, we used to nerf everybody here.
Yeah.
We did.
I've been involved in a few of those Nerf wars.
Allie shot the other Tony one time with a Nerf gun.
I think he didn't like that.
He was not a fan. And then he got onto her, and then I was not a fan of that.
Tony's had
I said,
a time.
I'm the parent. I will parent my child, and I understand that you don't like
If you
her
don't like
being
something
shot.
a kid's
I will
doing, you
take care.
tell me.
Well, I mean, I was right there. I was already getting onto her. But, what else?
I think.
Oh,
we've
Small says that you don't
done
need
enough.
blocks for it. You just need to get a lift. So can you imagine a Honda Fit lifted?
I mean, that's what it was when I was in Vegas. He lifted it because he's got a lift. So he just put her up on some blocks and got right in there. It was super.
Oh, I thought I was meaning like get a lift kit for your
Yes.
for your Fit.
Oh.
So it's like raise it up like a truck.
Gotcha.
That'd be sick, actually.
Get
I'll be
a brush guard on the
Alright,
front.
I've
Your
wanted to do
redneck
that.
showing
No, I seriously wanted to do that. 'cause that's
So next week we're going to be lifting a Honda Fit and putting a brush guard on the front. Liz has changed the oil. We're going to be doing car work now.
Yeah.
Well, I do need a new bumper, so
Boom.
We
You won't
just
need another
get a
one because
new-
we'll get a brush guard. So then whenever you go hit
Perfect.
those coyotes,
I won't
just
take
push
my
them out of a
whole bumper out.
Yeah. Well,
I swear cars are built worse than Legos. Like, I don't understand it. Like, the Legos are solid. They're together. And you can take them apart and then put them back together. Cars, they're just like clipped in little plastic pieces that don't unclip. Anyways.
I am proud of what we have done.
High five again. We did a project. Look, it's all done.
We're gonna do more winter things on Friday.
And hopefully Denny will be here on Friday. Look, it even comes with a face hole.
We're gonna do socks, winter socks
Look how fun that is. I love it.
for that. And we'll be using the rest of the hair on for the top pieces.
I'm like that lizard.
Or
There it is. There it is.
yeah.
Or I could be the chick from Hunger Games with like a
Oh.
crazy collar.
And your little earrings sticking out.
Or I could be Queen Amidala.
Okay, that's Queen. Probably should have seen that.
It's Star Wars.
Yeah, I fell asleep in that. Queen Amidala.
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 It's Natalie Portman.
Mm.
In the best costumes ever. They just came out with Brickheads, and it's her, like, it's my favorite costume ever of her in that red dress when she has, like, this whole situation going on. And I'm so excited. I'm building the whole set right now, but she's going to be the last one that I build.
If you guys are curious what it's like to be in the video studio, this is all day. Right here, this is all day. We go from one topic to another. We played a game yesterday of listening to backcountry, independent kind of artists playing guitars.
Kids down in Arkansas, basically.
I would place about 30 seconds of it, and I would pause it, and Isaac would have to describe the singer. And then we would come back over, and we would see how close he got.
Sometimes he was right on, sometimes he was way off.
How can you fall asleep during Star Wars, Tony? It's very easy. And where do I send my resume?
All right, guys, we will see you on Friday. Have a great rest of your day.
See
and
ya.
tomorrow. Bye.